joining us and sharing that insight with us. Thank you. Now we move on to Lebanon and Israel. Israel has launched fresh strikes on Beirut and southern Lebanon, targeting Hezbollah positions in response to escalating violence. The strikes hit several Hezbollah command centers in Beirut's southern suburbs, with no immediate casualties reported. Israel's military has also targeted an apartment in the Bedawi refugee camp, killing senior Hamas official Wassim Atallah Al-Ali. Meanwhile, Hezbollah vowed to intensify its attacks on Israel, claiming multiple strikes as far as Tel Aviv. The conflict, which erupted after the killing of Iran's leader, has led to at least 72 deaths and 83,000 displaced people in Lebanon. Now we welcome Mr. Andrew K.P. Long. He's an independent China strategist, joins us live from Hong Kong. Thank you very much, Mr. Long, for joining us again. Good to see you. Now, looking at Israel and Lebanon, how do you analyze current capacity of Hezbollah? Do you think that they are willing to, no, not they are willing to, but do you think they are going to be incapacitated because of this operation or final push by Israel attacking them?
Well, Iran has two very powerful proxies which support the cause of Iran and its national sovereignty. Don't forget that before the Lebanon was invaded by Israel and degraded its infrastructure and the Hezbollah regime, but without completely eliminating the Hezbollah movement. So Hezbollah remains an Iranian proxy, which would be activated and energized because of this invasion against the entire Iran. The other one proxy is the Houthis, who have a very disruptive capabilities over the port of the Strait of Hamas, and so it would threaten the kind of enemy adversary ships or shipping across the Strait of Hamas, across the Red Sea. So I think that this is part of Iran's retaliatory strategy, mobilizing its proxies, the Hezbollah and the Houthis, but also hitting out left, right, and center against the entire region. Not that they want to make an enemy of countries like Saudi Arabia or the UAE. After all, only relatively recently, there was a historic rapprochement between Iran and Saudi Arabia, brokered by China. But however, when these very important interests are at stake, the Saudi Arabia obviously is not on all fours with Iran, but Iran's position, the strategy is to diffuse the war around the region, not to make an enemy of the region, but unfortunately that's collateral damage. But what's the objective? The objective is to cause so much pain to the region, to the rest of the world, so that there is a backlash against continuing this invasion by the United States and Israel. I think that that's a strategy. And then also they want to wear out the American military, because various sources reported that the Americans and the Israelis are fast running out of their expensive weapons, their expensive defense missiles, because a great deal of them have already been expended over the war in Ukraine, and they're not producing them fast enough. But all these realities are hidden by a very gung-ho narrative trumpeted by President Trump. But underneath it all, the Iranians, even though the economy is weakened, even though they have lost the airspace, continue to have massive a number of missiles and drones, which they want to deploy to continue to destabilize the region, and mobilizing its proxies like the Houthis and also the Hezbollah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Long, for sharing that insight. Please do stay with us as we come back to you. Now moving on to Asia, Chinese Air Force